Howdy folks, I'm the Roleplay Gamer and I like to party. Welcome back to Grim Dawn and the Monster Hunter. As you can see, I'm at level 22 now, and I would be very surprised if I don't ding in the course of this episode. So I think we're getting into Act 2 content at the moment. It's a little bit difficult to tell because I don't think it flashes with like, boom, this is Act 2. It's still just the one continuous map, which is so cool. And it ends up it causes me to play a lot longer than I should. You know, in Path of Exile, you know, there are very clear stopping points because, like, you know, the areas are broken up and you get to another waypoint. It's like, okay, I can stop here. But because this world is so simple, I got to get back into the swing of what this character's about because I've been playing a different character today. I'll tell you about that in a second. Because this world is seamless, it's too goddamn easy to just keep playing forever and ever and ever. To give you an example of that, I suppose, excuse me, I've played 50 hours already. That's insane. When you look at, I mean, sometimes I wonder, you know, or I think about the title of gamer. People identify as gamer. Oh, I'm a gamer, you know. It's like a badge of honor type thing. That's fine. But then I think, well, hang on. Since when has a gamer become like a species, right? Why can't we just be people who play video games? And then I see like Steam reviews or just articles or I hear people in various areas of the world talking about how they're really into games and like, oh, they've got like 30 hours in their favorite game, and I'm like, dude, what the fuck? 30 hours is nothing. And then I think, you know what? Maybe I am a gamer. Oh man. Oh man. Anyway, so the character I've been playing today, as I mentioned before, is my Occultist Arcanist, the Warlock. Though it's mostly an Occultist. For all intents and purposes, it may as well be a pure Occultist until I figure out what I want to do with the Arcanist specialization. And it plays very differently. It's the character, like it's evolved now. I think it's on its way to level 30. Yeah, it's very close to level 30 this month. Oh, okay, I haven't got any potions. Get out of my way. Move the machine, please. Okay, alright, don't worry about it. That's it, I'm pulling out the shotgun. Alright, I'm playing sloppy, I acknowledge this. But these guys are tougher than what I faced previously. Yeah, so it's a very different playstyle, and it is the character that I was playing in the overview video. But it's just like, it's a whole other beast at this point. It's ridiculous. Like, its killing power is insane. It still has trouble with bosses because in the way it kills, you know, with bloody pox. Oh shit, this is like a goddamn, this is a bloodbath. This is like a goddamn Western, man. That's why these guys are hard. It's not necessarily that they're tough. I think they are, in fact, tougher than the undead I was facing before, but it's also a matter of the fact that they shoot back, right? The undead didn't do any damage to me while I was picking them off. These guys do. I mean, look, they're throwing bombs at me. This is kind of a mess. I feel like, you know, I've never actually bought health potions. I should check if, I should make sure, you know, whether I can. I feel like I probably can, and I probably should. You know what? It probably doesn't help that I haven't got all my skills up as well. I've got, I think it's called Witchfire, something or other Witchfire. All up in here. There we go, that helps a little bit. Okay, don't throw your fiery mess at me, sir and or madam. Yeah, this is really cool. This, I just love the diversity. Here we've got, I mean, this character feels very much like I'm playing the Van Helsing action RPG, right? It's pretty cool. I mean, how much of a badass am I? Look at me with my witch hunting hat and whatnot. It's pretty brutal. Okay, now we're cooking with gas. I'm liking this. So you may have noticed that I've sort of frozen some folks here. That's because, where is it? Poison bomb. It's somewhere. I don't know. One of my items has a thing on it that it has a chance. I think it's when I take damage, it has a chance to cast that freezing ray thing. Oh god. Okay. All right. Let's slow them down, and we'll slowly whittle them away. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. I love it when they explode. I'm not sure if I've mentioned this yet in my overview video or whatnot, and whether you guys have noticed, but this game actually does have ragdoll physics, as did, oh god, what was Titan Quest? I think that's what it's called. I don't know. I'm kind of tired at the moment. I've had to caffeinate myself to you know, to be peppy enough to do the video. Not that I don't enjoy doing the videos. It's just I'm tired. Titan Quest, yeah, I think that had ragdoll physics as well. It just adds this, oh shit, this nice little, you know, satisfaction to really messing someone up because they go flying. So I suppose that's a downside of the cadence skill potentially exploding these guys, is that you don't get the ragdoll physics. But oh well. I mean, if it's a choice between ragdoll and straight up, you know, causing an enemy to explode, it's a pretty good problem to have. Let's face it. So yeah, now that I'm actually starting to get some really cool gear, like I'm all right. I sort of said this backwards. The gear actually can change a class, because you know, you can have active skills attached to gear. And what interests me more so is passive skills. So on my other character, the one from the overview video, I've got a skill that on taking damage, there's like a 10% chance to actually summon a minion, what do they call, like a Rift Hound or something like that. So I can get a, you know, an extra minion, which is really cool. Just standing here. Look at this. Look at these, the badasses that we are. No dodging here. Okay. So one thing I have noticed, and it's difficult to say whether it's just me being incompetent, maybe not having the strongest build I could have at this stage of the game, but I have noticed that occasionally, especially in Veteran, keep in mind I am playing Veteran, you know, sometimes I can just get swarmed with so many enemies, like is the case here, that I don't make progress. And it's more a matter of like, alright, let's aggro the group and then we'll move back and kite them a little bit while we thin the herd, right? And I don't mind that. It's not, it doesn't bother me at all. Now, I may feel differently about that once I... Okay, this guy's stuck. I might feel differently about that once I try a melee focus character, which I would like to try next. Maybe a battle mage type thing. Maybe try and replicate the Overlord as best I can, but we'll see how we go. Maybe I'll feel differently about that with a melee focus character. But with range characters, I don't mind it, because it's got that sort of like horde shooting gameplay. So that kind of does it for me. Will you die already? I know. Oh, shit. I really should get some potions if I can. I don't know if you've noticed, but I've actually got poison damage going on here as well. Yes, it's on that, and I think added poison. I don't know. I don't know. I'm still working out all the little intricacies of the stats and whatnot. Jeez, you know what? I've never seen this. I've never seen enemies glitch out on terrain or what do they call them? Props. Never seen that before, so I gotta say I haven't actually had any bugs, you know, aside from what you just saw, the wigging out thing, which is pretty cool considering it's early access. I do have the occasional, as you just saw, the occasional stutter and slow down, but not to the point. It doesn't last long enough to be an issue, and it's not. It doesn't slow enough to cause me not be able to play the game. But I suppose those sort of issues are to be expected, and it's more a surprise, a commendable surprise, that there aren't more issues. But that seems to be the way these days. Like, as far as I understand, sorry, let me say that again. As far as I understand, the way game development at least used to be is, you know, you create all the assets, you put it all together, you make the game, and then the last thing you do is optimization and bug fixing, right? But now with early access, there's like optimization the whole way through. So I'm not going to comment on how or if that changes the process, the development process, but I imagine that's for people who are interested, that's potentially an interesting change to the way the industry works. Look at this. This is just fucked up. I mean, if you can just imagine, like if this really happened, this would be ridiculous. There's no way in hell anyone is taking out this many guys with a pistol. This is fucked up, man. Salvaged pauldrons. Okay, I've decided that that the shoulder armor is my favorite. The one I'm wearing at the moment isn't that exciting, but like, that's just ridiculous. It's on flames, on fire. But some of them are really cool. Like the fur mage shoulders, I reckon, look extra sexual. And by sexual, I mean cool, you know. Just like back in the day, rock and roll used to be a synonym for cool. Okay, where am I going? Kill Darius's lieutenant. I'm gonna go north and see how we do. Ah, okay. Let's pull out the shotgun. Slow everyone down again first, come on. So the shotgun actually burns enemies, so it's another form of dot. There are a lot of damage types. Like, as far as I understand, it's not just like fire damage. There's fire damage, and then there's the dot version of fire damage, which is like burning, right? And you can actually have cold burn as well, and electrical burn. I think something like that. There's a lot, and there's poison and acid damage as well. So poison damage is always a dot, acid damage is not. It takes some getting used to, and then you've got like which basic stats apply to which damage types. So as far as I understand, piercing damage, bleeding damage, that sort of thing, like straight weapon damage, unadulterated weapon damage, if you will. Ah, okay. Now we're in trouble. I'm gonna put down a portal here as sort of like a checkpoint. Yeah, I use them, like when I'm in trouble, I'll use them as sort of like save points, so I don't have to travel as much when I die. When and if I die. Where is it? Okay. Thought it wasn't popping down for a second. Yeah, I want it sort of generally out of the way so I don't spawn in the middle of the pack. But yeah, so bleeding damage and whatnot, straight weapon damage, I think, are governed by cunning. And then you've got like all the spell effects and the elemental nonsense is spirit. So I was thinking today, like, if I wanted to make a heavily armored mage. Hang on, would that work? No, that'd be fine. But okay, if I wanted to make a battle mage, so heavy armor, actually using a weapon and casting spells, that could be tricky. That could be spreading myself a little bit too thin, because I would need physique in order to wear the heavy armor, because that's physique is the main requirement for heavy armor. So I'd have to keep that up to date if I want to keep wearing, you know, new and better armor. I'd have to put points into cunning in order to do damage with my weapon, and I'd also have to put points into spirit to do damage with my spells. So I was thinking, you know, is that not a viable build as a result of having to spread yourself too thin, or can you sacrifice one of those? Maybe you sacrifice cunning. Maybe you decide that you want to do most of your damage with spells rather than your weapon, and your weapon sort of becomes a supplementary damage dealer. Wow, I'm doing really poorly here. In fact, I feel like I should probably head back to town and sort myself out, because I've actually run out of constitution, which is not good. Alright, let's see if we can buy anything. Looks like we can. Well, they're not cheap, but I do have a lot of coin, if you will. It's the currency is iron bits, which I suppose is kind of cool and makes sense, you know. Money probably doesn't mean much here, but if you've got iron, you can smelt it into various things. I've got a lot of spirit potions. I could probably sell some. While holding right click to combine stacks. What just happened? Oh, I sold them all. Alright. That's alright, I never use them anyway. So 10, I'll get... yeah, that should do me. Okay, how do I get constitution back? I think I need to, like, eat or something. Alright. Looks like I can't buy anything to eat, at least not from this guy. Alright. I don't know, I might just have to wait to find some things out in the world. And I probably should get my my raven all up in here. I'm sort of all over the place. Let me recaffeinate myself here for a moment. Caffeination. So yeah, where do I want to go next? I really should keep track of all my builds. Okay. Good, so we got a little bit of supplementary damage from the Raven, which is something I should have had before, but I'm a colossal goob, as you well know. Goob Incorporated. Goobtown. Population me. Goobus Maximus. Alright, I'll stop now. Alright, let's finally fuck up these goddamn steampunk cowboys. These Transylvanian cowpoke. Yeah, baby, I love it. I wonder what it's like to be instantly exploded by sorcery. It might feel pleasant. Who knows? Okay. Good, we're out of there. That was easy, right, guys? Right? We are playing on veteran, though, so keep that in mind. So yeah, that actually raises an interesting point. I sometimes forget that I'm playing on veteran. So would the bosses that I often have trouble with, would they be drastically easier if I wasn't playing veteran? That might be something to test out. I should probably go... okay. I should probably go through with at least one standard difficulty character just to check those bosses, because you know, the bosses that you guys have seen that have been in my videos, they've been alright. They've been, you know, manageable. Like I've said before, I've had to do a lot of kiting to deal with them, but they've been manageable. But like the end of act bosses, like the big story bosses, oh fuck, man! Like I'm not exaggerating here. 10, maybe 15 restarts, and luckily, like what I'll do is I'll pop down a personal rift, a portal thing, in the boss area, so every time I die, I can come straight back in, and the damage that I've done to the boss, you know, stays. So it's not like the boss's health resets, which I definitely appreciate. It's just a matter of I'm losing a little bit of experience each time, just a bit, which is kind of awkward. I don't know, you know, when you die, you can, of course, find your corpse and regain experience. I don't know if you regain all the experience you lost, or just, like, most of it, or some of it, or some sort of percentage. I really don't know. So, but it is a nuisance. It's like every time I die, it's like, oh, come on, man. I'm failing here. And it just makes me think, shit, there you go, ragdoll, slowly slipping down into the water. Beautiful. It just makes me think, shit, if I ever play hardcore, I'm gonna get fucked up. So bad. Oh, man. I'd really like to do it, though. So, hypothetically, if I did a hardcore series on the YouTube channel, What kind of character would you like to see? That's what I want to know. Okay, looks like we've got some rations up here or something. Oh, okay. I like... oh, shit, you see him go flying? I like how enemies can ambush you, especially skeletons and zombies and whatnot. They just come out of nowhere. It's pretty cool. It's happened a few times, like in the built-up city area. I'll have a look at what it's actually called. Hang on. No, I forgot. It's on the tip of my tongue, but I can't remember exactly what it's called. But that city area you've seen previously, sometimes when you go over bridges there, they'll spawn enemies behind you once you're in the middle of the bridge. It's a really dick move, but it's pretty cool. It does add to the whole, oh shit, I'm surrounded kind of feel. It's good fun, good fun. I'm having a shitload of fun with this game. It's just like, it's just right, you know? It just, it hits all the right notes. And I'm surprised, I wouldn't have thought this seamless world actually, like, boosts the enjoyability. Is there even a word? But it really makes it a hell of a lot more enjoyable. I never would have thought that'd be the case, but I guess it just, it makes everything feel connected. You know, there's context. Whereas a game like Path of Exile with very clear, you know, stages, levels, if you will, start and finish. While I appreciate that, because there is an element of, well, you know, I'll just play like 20 minutes of Path of Exile, I'll do one stage and then I'll be done, you know, that's cool. But it does obviously make things feel disconnected and a little more gamey. Whereas this is somewhat more immersive. Which is cool, I appreciate that. You know I like my immersion. Yeah, baby. I don't know, I'm not sure I can explain how a pistol is applying poison damage, but... Is that even possible? Like, I've seen that in movies. I can't remember... Was it like... They might have done it in the second Sherlock Holmes film. I can't remember. Applying poison to a bullet. I don't know if that would work. But, seems like a cool idea. So I wonder if I use this scrap for anything else. I'll have to check. There is crafting in this game. I haven't tried it yet, but I keep getting crafting recipes and whatnot, and you can salvage stuff. So, for example, these bonuses, these upgrades that you can apply to your gear can be removed from the gear. I don't know if anything is destroyed in the process. Be nice if it wasn't, but it probably will be. But yeah, that's all doable. I'm just having too much fun actually shooting things, you know? I definitely got that problem of never going back to town to sell my shit. So I end up like passing up a lot of loot because I'm full up. But that's yeah. I suppose that's a compliment for the game. You don't want to stop playing. Cool. So we've definitely got a different tone with this area here. It's less zombies. I mean, we do go back to the zombies. I have gone quite far into this area, like all the way past it into a completely different area on my other character. And it does get more interesting. This is more, you know, we're fighting humans and whatnot, and animals. I suppose it's subjective. It's slightly less interesting to me, but I suppose there's nothing wrong with variety. There are some cool enemies in this. Like you end up fighting trolls and rock giants, which are fucking hard. Alright, we got a lot from this. Pauldrons, revolver, does less damage. So probably not. Hang on. What is this? Truncheon. That's like a... I just want to see what type of weapon it is. Oh, okay. Yeah, just as I thought. It's a, like a mace type of thing. So it's suddenly gotten dark. This is something I've been meaning to look up, but I keep forgetting. Do we have day-night cycles? Looks like there might be. It's not a matter of me coming into an area that is always night. It seems to change. So that's cool. That's completely badass. Alright, I like destroying these things. Especially, oh, okay. Because they'll summon all the skeletons, I mean the zombies. And killing the zombies doesn't actually give you experience, so it's kind of pointless to even try. You want to go for the sauce. Sauce. I better get the shotgun out. Yeah, baby. Personally, I'm not sure. Oh, it didn't die, really? There we go. We're freezing everything. That's the one. Personally, I'm not sure what's more badass. A shotgun that basically spits fire, or the dry, cool, you know, just standing back, single-handing a pistol and just going ham on everything. Like a dry, cool badass. Look at me go. This is where it's at. Why don't we have any Hollywood action heroes doing this sort of shit, right? And don't get me started on that Van Helsing film. I mean, look, it was terrible, but it wasn't so terrible as to be unwatchable. I enjoyed parts of it. But, we need more of this action, you know? Yeah, baby. I feel like the poison damage probably does less to these guys, so shotgun is probably the way to go because we can burn them. Flesh Warped Thrasher. Yes. Alright, here's a tough one. There we go. I do love my dots though, because it's just like set and forget. Boom. There we go. Aether Crystal. Oh man. I love it when they come out of the ground. Ah, just it feels so good. It just feels right. Yeah, zombies is where it's at. That's what I like taking out. And it seems like there might be like I'm in a section with my other character at the moment where we're starting to see like aether infused other beasties. So not necessarily straight zombies, but like it looks like there've been like trolls and whatnot that have been ravaged by Tiberium, right? Yeah, the aether definitely is giving me a Tiberium feel, which is kind of cool. I appreciate that. I'm a big fan of the Tiberium universe. If they ever bring back Command & Conquer, my vote would be, you know, bring back the Tiberium. I'm not interested in generals. I know people rave about that game, but for me, it's all about the Tiberium. Okay. Looks like we've got some friendly folk down here. These, despite the fact that these are not random maps, it still can be slightly confusing. Like, they've designed it in a way that, you know, it's interesting to go through and you don't necessarily remember which way everything is. Like, I just went through one fucking winding ass path that was insane. I was like, holy shit, how long is this thing? And but it was surprisingly engaging despite the fact that it was a linear path. It's like it just wound like on top of each other in bridges and tunnels and whatnot, and you could see one point you know, far ahead or behind in other points. It was pretty cool. Alright, prepare to eat cold steel. Yeah, why not? I didn't read what it was all about, but whatever. So there are actually some choices here with quests. It gives you the choice to, you know, turn on some people. Not necessarily turn, but like take sides. It's like, well, hang on, this guy is messing with me. And I came across this other thing before where this woman was on her knees and a guy was holding a gun to her head and basically said, you know, give me 300 steel bits or whatever they're called. You know, these things up here, give me 300 or I'll shoot her in the head. And I'm like, nah, fuck this. I'm not going to bow to your ridiculousness. So I just attacked him. But then the woman got up off the ground and started attacking me too. So it was clearly a farce. They were just trying to get money off me. Which was kind of cool. Anyway, guys. okay, sorry. I wasn't looking, I was looking somewhere else and I thought something was attacking me. That's okay. That's okay. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment, and check out my music at ricardoastarte.com. Link in the description as always. Be excellent to each other. Oh, look, this is convenient. We've found the portal. Beautiful. Be excellent to each other, guys, and I'll see you next time. Roleplay Gamer, out.